One of the most important components of the rotary swing is injury prevention. As I've talked about a lot in my clinics, 81% of the golfers on the PGA Tour will miss 9 weeks of play for a golf swing related injury, and the majority of those consider them to be chronic. Now, if you keep getting injured doing something, it would make sense to me to do something differently. But apparently that logic defies common sense out there. So golfers keep getting injured over and over again, and for amateurs, the statistics are very similar. People get injured all the time playing golf, and it's all preventable. It's all how you're moving, what you're doing with your body, and these very simple things that are easy to fix that you can prevent injury every time. You don't have to get hurt playing golf. It's not a contact sport. And that's why I enlisted the help of a lot of medical experts and PhD biomechanists. We have orthopedic surgeons, neurosurgeons on our medical panel that have helped me go through my swing methodology and help me understand what causes injury and how we can prevent those things. And one of the really common ones is a lot of left elbow pain. And really what it comes down to is what we call golfer's elbow or tennis elbow, where this tendon starts to detach from the bone here. And so you start seeing guys out on the course wearing these bands that are applying pressure to help hold the tendon onto the bone. And the simple fact of the matter is one of the most common causes of it is just being in an improper impact position, and that's it. You keep striking the ground, you keep doing this repetitive stress motion where you're taking deep divots and hitting the ground, and if you're hitting off mats, it makes this happen even faster, and so the tendon starts to detach, but you also start getting a lot of, start to get even arthritis on the elbow because of the elbow being in the wrong position at impact. And what is the correct position? The elbow should be rotated this way so that it's essentially pointing more or less down the target line at impact, and the back of the left hand is also pointing down the target line at impact. At address, it starts a little bit here, but remember, the club face is always rotating throughout the entire golf swing. It's rotating around the shaft here, which is why it's in the heel of the club. It's designed to work this way. You don't want to try and hold it square. It doesn't want to work like that. So the arm, as it goes back, is rotating going back, and as it comes down, it's staying there, and then and the wrist bones are what's rotating in the downswing to release the club. That leaves the elbow pointing down the target line, and what this does is it puts it in a position where if you do come down really steep, or you're constantly hitting off hard grass or mats, especially during the winter for a lot of you golfers up north, and when you do that and your elbow hits the ground, instead of coming and shocking the inside of this part of your bone, it allows your arm to bend this way. So, which, as you imagine, everybody's elbow, it's okay to do this, right? It'll do it all day and it won't hurt anything. But when you come in impact with your arm like this and really jammed up against your body, all you're doing is you're taking these bones and knocking them into your humerus bone over and over and over again. And of course, your bones aren't going to like that. If your arm is rotated internally at impact, all of a sudden it becomes pretty easy to understand that even if I come down really steep, my elbow is going to give first and bend in the plane and axis that it's designed to bend on. So you're never going to get hurt coming into impact with your elbow this way. So many golfers, because they become very right side dominant because they're naturally right-handed and they're pushing really hard with the right arm, their left arm starts getting kind of beat up and really close to their body and kind of jammed up, and then all of a sudden this elbow is the one taking all the abuse. So practice without the club first, of letting your arm rotate going back. That's what helps set the club on plane. And then as you come down, keep this elbow feeling like it's pointing more out and then straight down the target line, and let your wrist bones rotate and release the club into impact, and you won't feel any stress on your elbow anymore. Keep the elbow pointing down the target line if you're having elbow pain.